Hello, lovelies, and long time no see. I've been really busy with my university assignments and yeah, just really focusing on key events coming up for me. So, because I was trying to do lots of other things as we do at this time of year. So today we are on a day 13. And if you're in a year 13 like me, this can be very significant for you around what is seeking to shift. Also today, because it's White Cosmic Wizard, so we're on the 13th day of White Wind in the Green Castle. So we're working with the magic, the hearts, what we've been working with this whole cycle up to now that began here on the 1st of September. We are looking at what is seeking to shift today around our empowerment, asteroids, new consciousness coming in, the moon goddess. And every time we're in a white cycle, I've said this before, we are in our white cycle, and that's around refinement, it's around truth and north. So north node in Taurus right now. Taurus, we're in the 2nd degree today, and we've got Mercury in Taurus, we've got Uranus in Taurus. We've got all this Taurus energy around practical, grounded, goddess. It is what it is. No bullshit. And as I said, what's seeking to shift so that we can go into remembering who we really are. And at this time, many women may be experiencing challenging patterns coming up. So it's good at this time to tune in, ground in, get your feet on the earth, do some sort of meditation, albeit a guided meditation. Use EFT to really start tapping. Remember, whenever we are feeling ungrounded, whenever we've got fear coming up, it's an old story every time. And today with the moon in Capricorn, we are building now to the new moon energy coming up on the 30th of April. So we've got a while to go. But on each day now, we're going through looking at what the moon in Capricorn means for us. So often it's a good time to look at, am I being disciplined? Am I releasing these old patriarchal, spellbinding stories that are holding me away from who I really am? So yeah, tip number 1 is whenever we're feeling the fear, it's our ancestral pattern story. It's our past life story. Of course, we've got many lifetimes around this. And the energy right now is around shedding that. It's what we came for. These are what these tools are here for you to use. So the more that you learn how to use them, the more you will start to recognize key repeating patterns. This is what it's all about, coming into conscious awareness. Why we chose these ancestral lines to come in. All of these frameworks with astrology and the Mayan calendar, they will help you to recognize these patterns. They will help you to look at the distortion stories in order to let them go. They help us look at our self-harming behavior that we've been conditioned to in order to keep us away from our power. And remember who we are. Remember that you are the goddess incarnate. Remember that. And so remembering also that every day you can tap in as well. I am the goddess. Be still and know that I am the goddess. I am the divine embodied. I have all the answers in me. I'm ready to see the old stories. I'm ready to let go of my fear, to have the courage to be the most amazing human being I have ever incarnated as. I'm ready to remember all of my wisdom. I'm ready to let go of all of my disempowerment stories now. Show me what they are. I can see them every day. And I'm ready to release them in me. So just remember, when you do that, you're unlocking your own secret mystery school. You're remembering who you really are. And you're saying that you're ready to heal your inner child. And in doing so, you can change the world by changing yourself. Everything that seems to be the problem, remember, is the solution. Now, going forward in time, we are in a 13-year cycle of White Wizard, which began on 26th of July, 2019. So just think what you were doing then. If you go on my blog, flowwithjo.com, it has all the spirals on there with the Gregorian dates on there. So you can cross over, you can look at your timelines. Remember, in the bigger picture, the macro of this, we're going back to the 1960s. So when a lot of us in this group came in at that time, and we're repeating patterns back then from our childhood. We have 13-year cycles on the planet. They begin on the 26th of July every year. So 2019 will complete on 2031. We've got 9 more years to go after this year. This year, we're going into a big year, blue self-existing storm. And so the more we work on the inside, the more grounded, the more centered we become. The more that we remember that we can do this, okay, we can do this. We chose to come here at this time. Remember that. Everything is aligned now. And we have to choose to do this healing work. Remember, your body does not lie, and it's showing you where your energy is blocked, whichever chakra point is going on, wherever you're having struggles, repeating patterns around your Kundalini is not flowing. So remember that this Mayan day, this 13-year cycle, is linked in on a planetary basis with Red Serpent, which is all about Kundalini. It's about relationships. It's how we've learned to relate to ourselves. And so wherever the problem is in our body, all we've got to do is tune into that and start working on it. It's all emotionally based, remember. And everything else goes outward from that. So the more that we get centered and grounded and know ourselves, and know and recognize the patterns, start to map all the codes for yourself, know what 13-year cycle you're on, start to learn astrology, your own cosmic codes, then it will all start to make sense for you why this is happening. Remember, the outside cannot change on the planet without people doing the work, because we're all projecting our ancestral stories out. This is a giant mystery school and can be really challenging to remember that at times, because we go back to being fully into our human being self and the storyline that we're living. We are not that storyline. We are so much more than that. Our spirit has no fear. This is the white wind completion today. Our spirit can guide us. We have free will, however. The more that we heal, the more that we can hear our guiding angel that's on board, the more we can embody that energy as well. So that has to be the key focus. Tomorrow we start a new wave spell. We go into the Blue Eagle, Planetary Server, Code 15, a Mastery Code. And I'll make another video then. We've got the new 260-day cycle coming up in Taurus in May. So it's very close to coming. If you want to work with me on the 52-day codes, please get in touch with me now, because I need to start working on your codes for you and also see the bigger picture for you as to what you're really working with on a bigger picture level. So we need to schedule a session on Zoom so we can have a chat about what you're seeing in your holograph around empowerment issues. So lots of love to you all today. Remember, you are the goddess. We are the love that we seek. It isn't ever about anyone else on that level. It's the more we heal, the more that we focus on ourselves, we unlock all the magic, all the truth. It's time for us to live this magical, wonderful, empowering energy to birth the new earth. Lots of love. Bye for now.